A landmark project is helping to uncover Australia's dark past. Historians have mapped 250 massacres of Indigenous tribes across the country. They occurred during frontier times. Hundreds of Australians contacted the researchers with new information and leads on long-forgotten sites. Here's Indigenous Affairs correspondent Bridget Brennan.
This is a modest monument to a significant moment in time.
It's a dark chapter in the history of what became and what happened to the Dharawal people.
On Sydney's outskirts at Appin, 14 Aboriginal people were murdered by soldiers in 1816. Elder Ivan Wellington helped establish this plaque, one of few markers of the conflict that followed colonisation.
This happened first, and it should never be forgotten.
A groundbreaking project mapping massacre sites of Indigenous people is now one of the most detailed resources available.
I think we've got enough evidence there now that nobody can deny that there were widespread massacres across the Australian frontier for more than 150 years.
There's extensive research on conflict sites in Tasmania, known as the island's Black War. Further north, researchers have now mapped massacre sites in far western New South Wales and Queensland. Work has begun to mark sites in the Northern Territory and South Australia. But the map is still missing the multiple massacres of Western Australia's Aboriginal population. It's taken years of painstaking research to get to this point, to mark 250 massacres across Australia. But researchers estimate they're only halfway there.
We think we're going to estimate that there were at least 500 sites.
It's 1854.
First Nations people are now grappling with the best way to remember these deaths.
That kind of space to commemorate and to kind of memorialise is definitely missing.
Wiradjuri artist Brooke Andrew has visited massacre sites overseas and says Australia has much to learn.
People can reconcile with their own trauma and their own pasts, and then therefore how they can kind of educate the kind of broader community.
This is one memorial which has helped a community face up to its past. Bridget Brennan, ABC News.